I'm really set up here to make this real smooth with the way those strings coming out.
All right, hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, and we've got another fairly good video, I think, in store for people who might be going down the same path we are and building a pole barn, and in this case to house some hogs. So I'm gonna let Chrissy tell you what we're gonna be doing today before we get started here.
We're digging holes.
So we went and bought some 4x6s. We got them 12 foot long, and we were really thankful that Home Depot inside the store has got a radial arm saw. They cut them to 6 foot or a half, whatever the length is for us. And as you just saw, we just ran a string line around the entire perimeter of our barn, and that's going to be used for a really quick reference as to where the top of these posts are going to be. I got a little excited there, and we kind of just jumped right into it. You all know that we're putting posts in the ground, but you don't necessarily know why we're putting posts in the ground or the purpose of that. So I'll just cover that real quick. When you look over here, you see we got 2 6x6s, and then there's the same thing over here behind me. There's a third one. These 4x6 posts, if I can get my finger right here, here we go, are going to go right smack dab in between there. So these posts are roughly 12 foot apart, and 4x6 will go in the middle, 6-inch side facing outside and inside. So the 4-inch side will be in line with these other posts. Originally my intentions were to use 4x4s, and anybody who's used pressure treated 4x4s over time, especially exposed to the elements, exposed to the sun, more importantly because it'll dry that wood out, they're going to bow and they're going to twist really bad, and I don't really want to worry about that. 4x6s might do the same thing, but they are just a little bit beefier, and the area that we're going to be stapling to is going to be much wider. So even if they do bow, I've now got 5.5 inches of landing instead of 3.5 inches. So for some guys, 2 inches is a really big deal. So I'll opt for the 2 more inches. All right, so right here is a line level, and I like to use these, especially something that doesn't need to be necessarily 100% exact. And in this case, we're just trying to gauge a reference all the way around the rim of our barn to where the top of these posts are going to go. So I'm going to start on this side. We've got 4 sides total, and I'm going to take my line level, hook it up to my string line here. It's going to hang. I'm going to go down to this corner over here, and then Chrissy is going to look at this bubble, and she's going to tell me if I need to raise the string up or if I'm going to lower that string back down. All right, so when I was moving it, Chrissy was having a hard time seeing the bubble because the string was just kind of, it had like a vibration in it. So if you guys get that vibration, you just come up here and put your hand up underneath that level and then just drop it back out, and that'll take that vibration out of it. We're gonna go, I'm gonna go a little bit more down, because if you look at that string.
Well, it moved. That's not what it was.
Oh, it did move? Okay.
I think so, because it was more in the middle before.
Yeah, that's dead center.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna pick this up and go to the next one.
The tiniest bit that way. So a tiny bit.
Is what's that, 73 and a quarter. You keep me hooked up right there. And a quarter. There you go.
That's my hole?
That's the center of your hole right there.
Center on the hole?
The center of your hole. Just gotta do that like 100 more times. before you get too far down. Do like a half a scoop here. So what I need you to do, you see this edge right here?
You want the string right
I want that pulled up against that string. Right? So it's even with it. Tell me when you got it. That's good right there. Where's that? We're dead center on that mark. Right there. Yes, we will. Okay, you got it? You're holding on to it? And let it move.
While you tamp it? It's hard to hold it all.
Good. You just gotta work your muscle strength. Hold it. So this post is not going to be the only thing in this span between our corner and our midpoint here. In between the 4x6 and 6x6, I'm going to run our T-posts. So, you know, wood post, T-post, wood post, T-post, wood post, same thing all the way down the line. The wood will be on the inside of the barn where the pigs can't get to it. That's something that I've kind of been thinking about. If that will cause a problem, I know they're going to scratch and push against it. If worse comes to worse, I can always run some hot wire on the inside to keep them off of it. But we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. The T-posts, on the other hand, are going to be on the outside. So if this is our panel running here, panel's going to get stapled to here, right? They can't push against it, but T-post will be here, so that if they do push in this middle section, not necessarily on the post, they'll be pushing against that. So think of that panel weaving between a wood and T-post all the way down. So proper strapping and whatnot, I think this setup will be perfect for anyone looking to follow this. And if it isn't, if you follow our channel, you will find out that we had to do something different. But I've got a lot of faith in this system right here, and I think it'll work for you too if you're in the market for a hog.
This little piggy goes to market.
Yeah, that too. My brain is fried. Let's dig another hole. Well, that's number 2. Went, I think, way faster, right, Chrissy?
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yep.
So number 2 went in way quicker now that we kind of, everyone knows our role. And we're going to continue all the way around this barn tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off. It's pretty boring watching us do the same thing over and over again. But you guys get the picture of how we're using the string line. And I think you understand kind of why the posts are going in. So tomorrow I'm going to try to get these panels put up, and so we are going to pick this back up after we see Santa. And if you are a first-time viewer, maybe you're not and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. It means absolutely nothing to you but everything to us, and that would really help us out. Feel free to share the videos, comment down below, tell us what we're doing wrong, and like I said, just stick around. We'll see you tomorrow.